Hi, this is Mr. Brewer, and if you're watching this, you're in my credit recovery course for ninth, 10th, or 11th grade English. So this course will be dedicated to recovering one credit for ninth, 10th, or 11th grade, depending on what you need. This this slide that you're looking at right now, to just kind of explain it, on the top left-hand corner, you have the title of the lesson. You have which days of the week the lesson covers, what week it covers. You can see the gold days and the blue days on the calendar to the right. We are starting on a Tuesday this semester, and then you can see kind of what days we have off. We had Monday off for MLK Day this week. On the bottom right, that link will take you through to a document that will contain explanations for every assignment. It will also contain every recorded lesson, and it will also contain any readings we have for this class as you're making up your credit. So that's a good link to have. I would highly recommend taking a picture of that with a smartphone. I will also be dropping that link in class under class links. On the left side, under class structure, the approximate amount of time it will take for us to get through each part of the class is under each part of the class. So we're going to spend about 3 minutes talking about structure and your voice and choice prompt, which will be due on the 29th. We're going to spend about 5 minutes talking about the 15K project templates that you can complete for extra credit in this class. We're going to spend somewhere around 10 minutes talking about the methods, the links, and the norms for this class. I think it'll be a little bit less than that. And we're going to spend about 5 minutes talking about the ThinkCirca benchmark assignment. If you were in my 11th grade class, you can still do that for credit before Friday and get that put into your grade book for the previous semester. And that's a test grade, so that's nice to have. All right, so on this slide, which follows our intro slide, I'll always have the old assignments on the left and the upcoming assignments on the right. So for it says old assignments, I will put old assignments with their due dates over there so you can kind of get an idea of what has passed and what you can still get credit for. If an assignment is on the left, it means it's counting against you in the gradebook. Any missing assignment will count as a 50% in the gradebook until you complete them, which is nice because you really only need to make that 10% push to get to a passing grade. But if you want that keys money, you're going to need to keep up with things. So for upcoming assignments, we have voice and choice, number 1, which is due on the 29th. That's next Friday. Your ThinkCirca benchmark, if you are in my junior class, the last day you could possibly turn that in is the 22nd in the morning. If you do it in the afternoon, I won't be able to get it in, but please, if you do turn it in, hit the submit button on the old Google Classroom. For semester 1, if you're in my junior class, that applies to you. If you're here for 9th or 10th grade, that does not apply to you. You don't need to worry about that. For the 15K extra credit booster, that will be due the 31st of January. If you'd like to do that and help us out on that ongoing project, that would be really cool. All right, so let's look at our learning targets. The link here is the same link to the all recordings, assignments, and lessons. It's going to pop up a couple times as we go through the lessons during the week. You can just grab it whenever you feel like grabbing it, just to have it if you want to go back and look at a past assignment, explanation, or a past lesson, or a past reading that we did in class. They'll all be there. All right, so for this slide, what I'm doing here is I'm giving you the specific learning targets for this lesson. For writing, we're going to look at the ongoing 15K project templates as potential extra credit writing work. This means you could write copy for an actual live scholarship agency and get your copy published by them, which is pretty cool, and is a pretty big extra credit opportunity. For literature, we're going to explore the class structure, look at the norms and methods for this semester. This means we can find where there will be new assignments, lessons, readings, and explanations will be posted. And then for our informational link, we're going to learn how to log into our ThinkCirca accounts to complete that ThinkCirca benchmark if you had me for semester 1. And that means you can earn credit for attempting a new assessment, improve your grade on that course, and learn where your skills are at in writing. And then we usually have a miscellaneous goal for the space after the lesson. Usually my recorded lessons will take about 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes they'll be longer if we have a reading or an assessment, but we'll have most of the class time as a workshop where you can have time to complete work that you need help on, or you can aid other people in breakout rooms who need help too on something that you've already done. All right, let's take a look at what the week structure will be like. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, I will post a lesson like the one that you're watching right now. It will be a video with an assignment built into it. You'll want to check Google Classroom on Mondays or Tuesdays, depending on when you have me. for this lesson. It will be posted in recorded lessons on the Google Classroom. My office hours are from 12 to 2:30 on Wednesdays. So you'll be able to see a link to those office hours on Wednesdays if you want to come in and get some work done. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, there'll be an end lesson as well, just like on Mondays and Tuesdays, that I'll have pre-recorded and I'll drop in Google Classroom. Why do I pre-record these even though we're just going to go through them in class? That's in case you have technology issues and you can't log into class live, but you can watch the YouTube video on your phone and see where we're at, what we're doing, and what I'm expecting you to try to work on. And if you ever have ongoing technical issues, you can always email me using the link in the Living Syllabus document that I have that QR code linked to. All right, that's the QR code that's linked to the Living Syllabus document. If you take a picture of that, you will get my email along with everything else, so it's just kind of still there. Let's talk about the voice and choice assignment. So this assignment there will be a bunch of these as we go on. This is effectively replacing the journaling, the daily journaling that we would be doing in class. So for the voice and choice assignment, you will be uploading your voice in response to this question: what do you want to see in your classes this semester? You'll be uploading your vocal response for that. And then for choice, so on Mondays and Tuesdays, you'll do voice. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, you'll have a choice between these 10 different paths, and these are either career paths or interest paths, but you'll be answering one of these prompts. So if you're into art, you could answer the prompt for the artist. If you're into poetry and language, you could speak to the prompt for the poet. If you're interested in business, aviation, or trades, you should look at the innovator. For journalists, the journalist. If you're into sports or medicine, the fittest. For psychology or teaching, you could do the mentor. If you're into games and game design, the gamer. If you like music and sound design, the musician. If you're interested in the military or constitutional law, those questions will be under Old Glory. And if you're into writing or film, the author is for you. So you'll be answering whichever one of these prompts most interests you. You'll let me know which one you're answering, and then you'll go ahead and answer it. And these are as long or as short as you want them to be, but I'll hold on to all these recordings and give them back to you at the end of the year, so you can actually kind of hear yourself talking your way in an audio journal through this crazy, crazy year. And I think that it's going to be really valuable at the end because you'll have all of your own voice talking about stuff that you're interested in, and that's a really cool thing to look back on and just kind of listen through. All right, so let's take a minute to talk about the 15K project that we could use your help with and that you can get some extra credit for in this class. So the project itself is writing some social media copy for a scholarship group called 15,000 Degrees, or 15K for short here. So when you're writing for 15K and when you're working on this assignment, we could use your help on any of the following social media prompts: Facebook page or posts, a Twitter account or posts, an Instagram account and posts, or audio or radio ad spot writing. The prompts with the directions for what you need to do are posted in Google Classroom. All you need to do is click the link to the one that you would like to work on. And what you'll do is you'll either write a tweet that for 15K to use, you'll write a copy for them to potentially put on their Facebook. You potentially will write an ad spot, an audio ad spot for them, or maybe work on an Instagram story and what they could be producing for an Instagram story that would get more eyes on their name, on their brand, 15K, so that more people will get that scholarship. The goal is to make it a bit more widely known and spread the word about 15K. So if you are interested in getting some extra credit, if you're interested in getting some of your writing published in an actual ad spot, this is for you. That will be the only extra credit in Mastery for this semester. So if you're interested in getting some extra credit in Mastery in that test space, that's there for you. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about what the class structure is going to look like. So this everything document that you've seen pop up so far a bunch on this PowerPoint will take you straight through to a document that looks like what you see on the right. It has my contact information and the how of working through your credit recovery course. It has the assignment explanation links for every single assignment in the course. So as I'm giving you assignments, I will be posting links to their explanations in there. The grade book structure for this course is broken up into two parts. There's progress and mastery. Both of them are worth 50% of your grade. Progress assignments will be assigned weekly. There'll be small assignments. They'll usually take between 10 and 30 minutes. The mastery assignments will be assigned every 2 weeks, and you'll have 2 weeks to complete them. And they'll usually take between 30 and 60 minutes to complete. The explanations for how to do both of those will be in these recordings or in the live classroom, depending on where you can get to. Assignments that are marked graded with the word graded in front of them will count against your grade if you don't do them. Assignments with the words extra credit in front of them will not hurt your grade if you don't do them. So if it says extra credit in front of it, it's not going to hurt your grade if you don't do it. It will help you, it'll potentially help you pass the ACT, but it won't hurt your grade if you don't do it. That way, for people who are really thriving in NTI and doing well and who are doing well online, they can get some of those extra credit assignments to continue to prepare for the tougher assessments coming up. And for people who are struggling with NTI and need to get the credit, you can just work through kind of the easy mode version of the class by doing the graded assignments only. All right, and just a quick reminder that first assignment, voice and choice, is due the 29th. That's next Friday. All right, and the last thing I want to talk about is just for the 11th graders in the room. So if you did not have me for junior English in the last semester, you can head out now. It's been good to have you. Thank you for sticking around. If you have me for junior English, this is for you. You to log into ThinkCirca and complete the ThinkCirca assessment. Now that is before the 22nd of January, so you need to do that before Friday the 22nd at the end of this week if you like credit for it on your first semester English class. It is a test grade. I highly recommend doing it. It is a quick test grade. It is certainly easier to do than the essays that are also test grades. I would recommend log into ThinkCirca, use your Google account to log in, and you'll be able to complete that assessment. All right, we've covered all of our learning targets for the day. And that ThinkCirca benchmark, I need it by Friday. If you can get it done, that 15K extra credit booster is due the 31st, and your voice and choice number 1 is due on the 29th. That is next Friday. Thanks for coming along. This is the general structure of how these will work. There are no old assignments currently, and have a good one. Bye.